Hello guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Welcome to another FPL video. So today we're gonna talk about Game Week 17 and see how my team did in that game week. Then we're gonna focus on the next game week mostly, so Game Week 18. But also we're gonna talk briefly about some double game weeks coming up from Game Week 19 to Game Week 23. So yeah, that's the plan for today and thank you for watching. Let's start. So Game Week 17, a real roller coaster of a game week. So as you can see here, I ended up the game week with 100 points and the average was 72, so a very high scoring game week. And I suppose you can say this was a good game week for me. So my overall rank at the moment is 85,000, so I'm finally into the top 100k for the first time this season, and hopefully I will stay here for longer. And I suppose you could say this is a great game week for me, but I have to be honest, I'm not that happy with everything that happened. So I feel as though I had the potential, this gaming had the potential of being my highest scoring gaming ever. So I could easily have gotten like 120 points or 120 plus or something like that. So looking at it from that perspective, I'm not very happy with the 100 points, but I suppose I take those. It's gaming rank of 320,000, so it's a good gaming. It's a good green arrow up to I believe 70,000 placers, something like that. So gaming 17, it had lots of ups and downs. So my team, I suppose you could say, I had some I had some good decisions in my team, but some awful ones as well, and also some lucky and some unlucky things happened. So where should I start? Let's go. Okay, let's start with the fixtures. So Chelsea, clean sheet. James, as you all know, he got injured about 6 or 7 minutes before the 60th minute, so before he got his clean sheet. Very unlucky from him not to get at least a clean sheet before injuring himself, and then at least like that I would have said thanks James for the clean sheet and transferred him out. But one pointer from him, Kepa with 9 points. Ben White, also no clean sheet for him, and West Ham got I believe a dodgy penalty. I don't really think that was a penalty, but whatever. So no clean sheet from him as well. The attackers looked good. So Salah, amazing. Martinelli scored a goal. Rashford, amazing once again. And Havertz, surprisingly, he scored a goal and got an assist. You could say possibly the assist was a lucky assist because it was a great goal from Mason Mount. But the goal was deserved. He got himself into some great goal scoring positions, and I'm happy with this differential pick. So he is only 4.2% owned, and I'm happy to have him in my team. Now Darwin Núñez, this guy he probably missed about 4 or 5 sitters in this game. If you watched this game, hopefully you did not have him in your team, because it was one of the most frustrating things that you could watch, honestly. He was 3 or 4 times one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I believe he missed the whole goal every time. And Salah should have easily had at least one more assist to Darwin Núñez, but unfortunately Núñez can't finish anything. So yeah, he blanked, and Trossard also blanked even though Brighton scored 3 goals. He was not involved in any of those goals, so that was a weird one as well. I expected at least one return from him. And the lucky part of this gaming for me was the fact that, so if you watch the videos, you would the gaming 17 video, you would know that I had Trippier on the bench. Basically I played the fixtures and James White and Laporte had the better fixtures. So as you can see here, I had Laporte in the team, and luckily he was benched first of all. I did not expect that. I suppose that's a mistake on my part. I thought Akanji and Laporte would be the starting central backs for City, but apparently it's John Stones that's starting. So luckily he did not got on the field. So Trippier came in the team with his 12 points. So that was the lucky part of the gimmick, and I'm happy with that. Haaland, obviously the captain, 26 points. So like I said, a real roller coaster of a gimmick. Lots of ups and downs. I believe at one point I was about 300,000 rank, so that was the low point of the gimmick, but we ended up strong. And yes, a good gimmick 17, but a one gimmick that I want to forget very quickly, let's say it like that. Now let's move to gimmick 18 and see how the team is looking. So for gimmick 18, my team has 3 major problems, or decisions rather. So the first one is obviously Reece James. He's injured, so he's still 5.8, so he hasn't dropped. I haven't lost any value yet, but he will most likely drop tonight, I assume. Now Chelsea came out and said that his injury is going to keep him out for about a month or something like that. So if you look at the fixtures, a month for Chelsea means that he's going to miss maybe 5 or 6 game weeks. So because of that, he has to be transferred out. Now if his injury got him out shorter, I would have kept him, but because it's so long, I can't really argue that he should stay in the team. So unfortunately he has to go, and in my eyes at the moment there is only one real transfer possibility. So the only player that I'm looking at right now is his teammate Cucurella, who I should have got in the beginning and saved the transfer, but that was another mistake. So he should be nailed. Chelsea have a double game coming up, and that's the main reason why I want a third Chelsea player. So he will most likely be the player to come in for Reece James. Now another interesting option could potentially be Andy Robertson from Liverpool. The problem with that, for me at least, is that I don't have the funds, so I would basically have to take a -4 hit to fund this move, which I'm not gonna do right now. So I'm not going for Robertson. If you have some funds in the bank left, then I would go for him, but keep in mind that Tsimikas also could potentially start over him some games, but he's in great form. He has an assist, so 1-2 assists in the last 2 games, 3 assists for him, so he's in a great form, and Liverpool are really turning their season around, it seems like. but I can't afford him, so it's Marco Cucurella for me. And the next decision is what to do with Laporte. So like I said, I did not expect him to get benched in this game, so that was a mistake on my part. I looked at the game against Liverpool at the Cup, and I saw that Laporte and Akanji were the two central backs starting, and I assumed that those two are the favorites for Pep and those are his best central back combination, so that's why I got Laporte in the team. But now that he was benched, I'm contemplating whether I should have him in my team still, or rather, I'm gonna have him for Game Week 18 because I have to transfer out the Reece James, but I'm looking after that. Hopefully he'll get a chance and he will look good. Maybe he will get in a chance instead of John Stones, and if they keep a clean sheet together with Akanji, they become the two central backs for the harder fixtures. I'm not sure, but the decision for him is whether to play him against Everton or go with Ben White against Brighton. So I don't really fancy a clean sheet for Arsenal in this game week, but I would rather go for Laporte as it stands, because if he gets benched again, I can hope that he won't come in the team once again, but I'm not sure that will be the case two game weeks in a row. But that's one decision that I have to do, and right now I'm leaning towards Laporte a little bit, but I'm still not 100% on that one. I might switch to Ben White. And the last decision for Game Week 18 is whether to captain Haaland or Salah. So as you can see, at the moment I'm on Salah. Basically, so in the middle of the game week my rank was not doing so well. I had a red arrow, so immediately I thought I should captain Salah, so to try and gain some rank. But now, after watching the City game, after watching what Haaland did in that game, there is really no point in going against him. So he scored 2 goals, but he could have easily scored at least 3 more. So three more times in that game he was 1-on-1 against the keeper. So he's a goal machine. He could easily score like 4 or 5 goals in this game. Who knows? So I suppose that decision makes itself. I'm gonna go with him as the captain. If I was chasing rank, then I would most likely try to go with Salah. But since I'm happy with my overall rank right now, I will go with the safer pick. And yeah, this is how the team will look for Game Week 18. So Cucurella will be instead of James. The rest of the team pretty much picks the same, and the only decision I have to make is whether to go for Laporte or Ben White. Now, by the way, Darwin Núñez, I'm really hoping that he gets something in this game week. If he doesn't, then I would have to transfer him out. I can't really argue that he should stay in the team after all the misses that he had in this game week against Aston Villa. Hopefully that will change in Game Week 18. He certainly has the potential. He gets into great positions every game that I watch him, but he's just in a awful form at the moment. And maybe with the transfer of Gakpo to Liverpool that was announced yesterday, maybe that will boost his stats, so that remains to be seen. Now, one more thing I quickly wanted to talk about is the double game weeks coming up. So game week 19, we're gonna have a double game week for Chelsea and Fulham. That's the reason why I want a third Chelsea player in my team. Fulham, on the other hand, I'm happy with having one player, Andreas Pereira, because they have two hard fixtures, Leicester away and Chelsea. Now, whether or not I will play Pereira, it remains to be seen. We'll talk about that in the next video. And there are some double game weeks that are going to be announced for game week 21. So Arsenal, Everton, Brighton, and a couple of more teams are expected to have some double game weeks coming up. They will be announced before the game week 19 deadline, I believe. So we are gonna talk about that more specifically in the next video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So game week 17, 100 points. I'm into the top 100k, which is a great feeling right now, and hopefully game week 18 continues to be another good game week for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching the videos, it really means a lot. Happy holidays to all of you, and I will see you for the game week 19 video. Peace.